Hey folks, scattered showers around the valley today. Rain pretty good in a few places, and some places it rained more than once. Now things kind of beginning to quiet down. You see everything moving off to the northwest, but we're now tracking some showers right along the coast, basically just north of Highway 100, just right on the southern tip of the bay right there. Some stuff just offshore as we speak, some more rain moving in. These are all small showers, but it rains nonetheless for at least a few minutes. Also tracking a little bit of rain right along the Rio Grande the last hour or two. And then we go out to the west and a lone shower, well actually two now, out in the ranch country out in north central Starr County. So it's been spotty the last hour or two, but I think the potential is there tonight, even into the early morning hours tomorrow, and then things probably begin to fade away for a day or so, but the door will stay open for the most part the next few days. Here's future track, and it does suggest some overnight into the early morning hours, some rain and maybe an embedded thunder shower. So don't be surprised if you hear something overnight or early in the morning. And then notice how by late afternoon things dry out tomorrow. Instead of seeing more late day moisture, we actually see some drying coming in late in the day. And then Wednesday, showers will be really isolated. There could be something out there, but I think Wednesday's probably a drier day. And then Thursday, here comes the moisture again, begins to show up, and with that our rain chances will ramp up again on Thursday. So tomorrow, mainly early, 20%. Wednesday, mainly dry. And then Thursday, we ramp it back up to 30% once again. As you look at the Gulf of Mexico, you don't see much going on, but there's actually, big ridge up there over in the Gulf of California, tropical storm Narda that's feeding moisture this way. And then there's an upper disturbance working its way westward across the Gulf. So here's everything on the big map. All this moisture going up out to West Texas. Big high sitting up here, and there's that dashed line. That's an inverted trough, we call it technically. It's an indentation in this high. The high like a big balloon, and this thing kind of sticking into it down there on the south side. And it'll roll across the Gulf over the next couple of days. And I think tomorrow, again, spotty showers. Wednesday, not much activity. The models still say maybe an isolated shower or two. And then as that low gets closer, we start to ramp the moisture up a little bit Thursday into Friday. And right now it looks like by the time we get to the weekend, it's west of us, and then some dry air could filter in for a day or two. So we'll see if we can maybe get a dry weekend out of it, at least a mainly dry weekend. Look in the Atlantic. We have a very powerful storm out in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. There it is. Take a look at that, and you see a well-defined eye right now on our storm. This, of course, is Hurricane Lorenzo. It's almost 1,000 miles to the west-southwest of the Azores. Moving to the north-northeast at 15. The winds are 105 right now. Expected to kind of sideswipe the northwesternmost Azores by the time we get to Wednesday morning. Still is a hurricane. And then look where it goes after that. Kind of a remnant low, but still 50-mile-per-hour winds when it's moving into the United Kingdom. It may move into Scotland by the time we get to Saturday, with still some strong winds and some heavy rain by the time it gets up there. Probably not a hurricane anymore, but still an impressive system at that point for that far north. Currently across the valley, 80s and 90s, 88 to 93 is the range across the area. Tomorrow will be hot again, 96 in the west, 95 McAllen, 93 in Harlingen, about 86 at the beach. The next 3 days, our normal high is 90 now, and we're going 94, 94, 91, so we're staying at or above average through the next few days. At the coast, here's what's happening. Winds out of the southeast 10 to 20 knots, a moderate chop. UV is very high. Small craft operators urged to use caution. There's a high risk of rip currents. Low tides just after midnight, high at 4 a.m., and then a low just before noon tomorrow afternoon. Your First Warn 5 AccuWeather forecast for tonight: spotty showers anytime tonight, early tomorrow, a low of 76. Tomorrow, best chance for showers early, 94 for a high. Southeast winds about 5 to 15. The next 7 days, we keep temperatures in the 90s all the way into Monday. Long-range models do hint maybe a front gets close on Monday. Will it go through? That's a big question, but at least close. We'll take that. That's a way to start. We'll talk more about that in the next half hour. That's your updated First Warn 5 AccuWeather forecast.